think I like got something on my knee. My knee is like really itchy. I don't know why. I just been sitting here scratching it. I think maybe I got like a bite or something. I don't know. Are mosquitoes out right now? What's up, everybody? It's your boy KLT back for another question of the day. It is almost Friday. You know, it's like I always wonder. I'm like, being Friday isn't a real big thing. Like the weekend's almost here, but then we don't get to do anything anyway, so it doesn't matter anymore, right? But regardless of what I think about it, the weekend is almost here. I'm sure somebody's gonna do something throughout the weekend. So enjoy yourself. I don't know. Just don't go outside. Make sure you put on a mask if you do. Like, don't quit spreading this stuff. But anyways, getting on to the question of the day today is: before you die, what 5 places, 5, do you want to visit? So I had a couple of places that I had thought about that I would want to visit before I pass away, and it's weird because a couple of them I've already been to, so I'm like, well, I already crossed those off the list. But the last places that I would want to go to, we'll say in no particular order. One of the places that I want to visit is France, at least, because France has all this, food culture, and I want to do the touristy things like see the Eiffel Tower and go and see that and all that stuff. But I want to go around France to go and eat all this stuff that is apparently the best food on planet Earth. So I definitely want to go and check France out before I pass on, because I have this bias already. I think because Japan has the best food I've ever had in any place I've ever visited or lived. So, I don't know how much better France can be, but I'm waiting to get the opportunity to go over there and try it out. I don't speak any French though, so I'd have to at least pick up like a phrase book or something so I can learn a little bit. When we went to Belgium, none of us spoke any of the languages there, so we were just like, man, this is rough. It was definitely difficult. And I really learned at that moment that I hate going places where at least one of us doesn't speak the language. It doesn't have to be fluent, but we have to at least be able to say some stuff. And we kind of went to Belgium on a whim, so I get it. But like, man, I don't want to do that again. So if I do go to France, if I do get the opportunity to go to France, I definitely want to make sure that I learn just a little basic French first, at least, so I'm not just ordering like an American and getting louder and louder when people don't understand me. Raising your volume doesn't change the understandability. Next place that I want to go to really badly is, well, I guess not really badly, because now every time I think about going to Australia, I always remember that it is the place where literally everything wants to kill you. So as much as I do want to go and visit Australia, I'm always hesitant because, man, you could look in the wrong direction and like a koala drop kicks you and you die. I don't want to test that out, man. I'm not ready to go by random stray thing that I didn't know to watch out for, because Australia is just full of death. But I do have some friends down there that I would like to go and visit and have them show me around and stuff, like, go and visit all the tourist attractions there and all that stuff. But, just to go to Australia after all these years of, thinking about it and hearing about it, and, it's always so fantasized and it's so cool and the wildlife is great. I would love to go down there and actually see it for myself. Next place that I would want to go and visit before I die is South Korea. One of the major reasons, again, knowing me, it's because of food. Like, I watch a lot of Mikey Chin, Strictly Dumpling, and he's been there for like the last 2 months living over there just because he wanted to. And like all the stuff that he's eating, I'm just like, man, that looks great. Oh, that looks awesome. Oh, hey, I want to try that. Oh, I want to try that. I want to go to South Korea strictly for food reasons. Like, there's so much stuff that's over there that just looks so amazing, and it's not like you can really get a lot of it. Well, I'm sure you can get it other places, but like some of the stuff looks so unique and like so great that I'm just like, man, I really want to go there to be able to eat some stuff Like all this stuff that he's showing off, I'm just like, man, I would love to go and try some of that. But then, especially when he goes to like the actual Korean restaurants and stuff, and like I'm a fiend for like jjajangmyeon. If I can find some good jjajangmyeon, and then just stay in Korea for a while, just eating that all day, every day, that would probably be enough for me. I do want to try a bunch of the other stuff. I don't know why Koreans put cheese on literally everything. There's like they have this cheese that they put on sweet stuff, like sweet waffles or like ice cream and stuff, and they like shred cheese over it. And I'm like, I have no idea what's going on here, but I'm not 100% opposed to it. So I would try it out just to, see how it is. It's not something disgusting and cavemanish like pineapple on pizza. So I would give it a shot just to try and see what it tastes like and see what all the fuss is about. I'd definitely like to go and hit Korea and see how that is before I pass on. Fourth place that I would really like to go and visit is it's like really benign, I guess. As an American, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii because it's just like, it's weird because it's the U.S., but apparently it's so far outside of like normal mainland U.S. like culture-wise that it's just like it's pretty much a different place. So I would be like, man, that would be pretty cool. I always had this kind of half, like, not regret, but, I thought maybe like I might have missed something because when I applied for college, I got accepted to Hawaii Pacific University. And I was like, man, that's definitely where I want to go. That would be awesome. I could go live in Hawaii, go to school out there and everything. But then right after that, I got accepted to the school in Japan, so of course I went to Japan. But I always wonder. I'm like, man, if I would have gone to Hawaii, how much different would my life be? I've always wanted to still go and visit. I hear it's super expensive, but I hear it's also very beautiful, and the people there are super cool. And plus, you can get spam in like all the restaurants. I'm already sold on that. Plus, when I go to like L&L Hawaiian Barbecue, I'm just like, man, that food is baller. I can't. Oh man, imagine like if I think this food in random Colorado Springs restaurant is amazing. Imagine how amazing it is actually in Hawaii. Like that would probably be oh man, I'd probably never leave. I would have to kind of put that last. That's how Japan is for me. If I ever go back to Japan, I'm staying there. So I probably have to put Hawaii last on the list of places to visit, because then I would just sit there forever and just kind of stay and just be like, I'm a Hawaiian now, it's fine. And then the last place that I would want to visit before I pass on would be someplace that's not actually even on Earth. I would like to go to outer space before I die. It sounds weird, but my entire life, I've always had some like draw that's like, I don't know what it is, but something has always told me that I should be in space. I need to be in space. I want to go and like, and I didn't have the, wherewithal to try and be an astronaut. When I was growing up, I was told I was too tall to be in the Air Force. So I figured that would automatically disqualify me from trying to be an astronaut. So I never even tried. I've always had just in my mind, for some reason, there's always been something that's like, we want to go to space. Like we want to go orbit would be cool. Further out would be great. Like if I could actually go to like the moon or something, that would be awesome. When they were doing that sign up for to start a colony on Mars, I super signed up for that. I was like, let me go. I'll go to Mars, no problem for sure. I would love to go and be one of the first humans to live on Mars. Like I would be a Martian. That'd be dope. But I've always had some draw to space. I don't know what it is or why it is, but if before I pass on, like really in like no joke, like no question of the day, like if before I die of old age, like flights or trips to space or the moon are like commonplace or at least commercially available, I want to do everything in my power to be able to get to do that, because for some reason that just feels like where I'm supposed to be. I don't know if I'm an alien or something. I don't know. But that's it. That's the 5 places that I want to visit before I pass on to the next chapter of whatever existence has for us. If you like this question of the day and you have 5 places that you think you would want to visit, put them down in the comments and tell me where you want to go before you actually kick the bucket. I wonder if we have any overlap or anything that maybe would inspire me to think of other places that I want to go. So if we do, hit the like button and let me know that you want to go to one of the places that I made note of. Also, um, I know 5 isn't a lot. I'm already thinking of like a bunch of other places that I want to go to and see and do stuff in, but like we only had 5, so I had to pick 5. So again, hit the like button if we have any overlap. Also hit the like button if we don't have any overlap and you would want me to go with you to explore some other place that I didn't mention. That's a good one. Yeah. So hit the like button regardless of whatever you have to say. But that's it for today. We're going to call it a wrap and we're going to move on to the 29th. We've got 3 more days of question of the day. It's almost over. Question of the day is almost done. So I will see you all tomorrow for the next one. Until then, peace.